come out here last night, I'm making a gun rack. That's going to be a nice one. A hang on the wall gun rack. And let me show you what I'm working with. I don't have a whole lot of woodworking tools, but I plan on getting them whenever I can afford them. But I use this jigsaw, Black & Decker jigsaw, to cut these out. Now, I use this sander. This is a Dremel Multi-Max sander, and the regular Dremel. That's basically what I work with on these. Now, these were fence posts to the horse pen. And no, we don't have horses, but the people who lived here before us did. And I don't have wood, so I cut the horse pen down. And let me show you. This is what I cut these out of. And you see how weathered this is? And it's 1 inch thick, but cut it down, sanded it down, turned out real good. I love working with wood, and I don't do enough of it. Show you, I don't know if I've showed y'all this before, just to show you a little bit of what I have done in the past working with wood. I made this thing for my brother. Now, my brother owns Bow Fishing Madness, and he owns Hobbs Archery. May have told y'all that before, but I made this for him, and I'll be sending it to him for his birthday. Right up here it says Hobbs Archery. There's a fish up here. I don't know if y'all can see that fish in the corner. Catfish with an arrow sticking through it, and a guy on each side shooting the bow. A little seat here, a little barrel that says peanuts, and a little tractor. Now this tractor, I carved that out of a 2x4 using my Dremel, sanded it down. Now over here, this is a replica to his boat. Man, y'all can't see that good, can you? Hold on, let me get a flashlight. Damn it. Alright. See, that's a replica to the boat that he uses, and I carved this out of a 2x4 too. And it turned out looking a lot like his. It's not a airboat like you would see normally, you know, like a big old airboat, but his is called a fan boat, and it has that propeller on it there. It says on it Bow Fishing Madness. But I haven't sent this to him yet, but I will. Got a rock there. There, now you can see the fish. But I was into making birdhouses for a little while. Pretty nice. I like this one. This one's the best one so far, with more work into it. Hey folks, I said I'd show that gun rack I was building when I finished it, and there it is. Move up a little closer. It's my first time ever building a gun rack, and I found a lot of mistakes. Not on the building part, but I used wood filler to cover in some little cracks or little holes that was from brad nails, and they stick out like a sore thumb. Not real bad, but bad enough. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do, what I'm going to attempt to do, is sand it down again and then restain it. See if you can see these. Can't see very good on this side, but that's the holes where I put screws. And wood filler on top of them, and I was hoping it wouldn't show up so good, but it does, and I don't like that. But all in all, it's very nice, sturdy built the last gun rack. That wood is an inch thick. It's very heavy. I just put a little shelf down at the bottom there. Once again, this whole gun rack was built out of horse fencing that looked like this. This was around our horse exercise pen. You can see how ugly that wood is from being weathered. But after you sand it down, it looks real beautiful. But I've already stained that a cherry wood stain. But I'm fixing to sand it down again and see if I can make them marks go away. And then I'll put it on eBay and see if it sells. If it don't sell, I'd kind of like to have one for myself. I don't have a gun rack. And I like that one a lot. It's beautiful, I think. But just an update on it. We'll see you guys later, guys and gals. Take care. Alright folks, here's what I come up with. It's got to sit and dry, and then I'll sand it back down. But what I did was took some dust off the floor from sanding this, the dust that came from sanding this, and mixed it in a little cap with glue, wood glue, that right there, and the stain, that right there. Mix the stain, the wood glue, and the sawdust or sanding dust together and come up with this concoction. And it's just kind of rubbed on there. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but it should, I think. After it dries, I'll sand it back down again and stain it and see what it's looking like. The concoction matches the wood, as you can tell, a lot better than that pink stuff did. See, what I used the first time was just normal wood filler, this stuff. Well, as you can see, that stuff don't match really. It stands out. So I used the wood glue, the stain, and the dust, and went over everything that I had put the filler in. And I'm hoping once I sand it down, it'll be good to go. But time will tell. I'll update it with y'all after it's finished. See y'all later. I'll show you what I'm making here. I've been saving this one spur, turkey spur. It was the last spur I had to make my own necklace. You know, I made Bobby Mazingo one and my brother-in-law one. And now I got one. That was the only 3 good spurs. But on this one, I'm making it with all the turkey toenails too. I don't know how good y'all can see that. That's what it is so far. And all I did was cut the toenails off and scraped all the skin off of them. Let me show you what one looks like undone. Alright, see, this is the toenail cut off. And you still got all this skin around it. How good y'all can hear with the stand on. You still got all this skin around it here. So I just take my knife and just carve right up under the skin to get an edge going. Like that. It's kind of hard. The smaller the toenails, the harder it is to hold it. Alright, once you get the skin carved, you always got this little lump here, like the little paw or whatever. It comes off too. It's kind of hard to come off, but it does. Alright, you just cut a slice in it right up against the nail and then pretty much pull it apart. You see how that's looking pulled apart? Like that. Tear it off. Then take the Dremel with that little round sandpaper and sand it down like that. Then put fingernail polish on it, clear fingernail polish. And that's basically all it is to it. And I had these beads, these little wood beads, I put clear fingernail polish on them too. And that's what it'll be. I like it. Show y'all the gun rack while I'm here. That's the gun rack I've been working on forever, but I haven't really been doing nothing to it. I come out here last night and re-sanded it and re-varnished it with cherry stain. Probably put it on eBay today. It's got to dry enough. You still see these daggone marks right here where the screws are, where I put that wood filler. I hate that. That stuff shows out, sticks out like a sore thumb all over it. If nobody buys it, then I'll just keep it for myself and hang it on the wall. I only got one gun to go in it, but I'll put something else in it. Alright, we'll catch y'all later. Alright folks, there's the finished product. I don't know how good y'all can see that. I like. Alright, catch y'all later.